Welcome back to Outdoor Chef Life. I'm Taku, and if you watched the last episode, we had an epic day on the water. We caught squid, we caught halibut, even a white sea bass. If you haven't seen that, go check that out first. But we're going to continuing on from that video. We're going to process the halibut right now and make something tasty, of course, with the squid and halibut as well. First off, I have to sharpen my knives because since I've been gone in New Zealand, I didn't take the whetstones or anything that haven't actually had a proper sharpening for my knives. So I'm gonna do that first. We'll walk you through that a little bit, do a quick tutorial, and then we'll get into the halibut fillet. How's that sound? Let's get to it. I have two whetstones right here, and I have them soaking in water for about 15 minutes. That just gets them ready to go. So, and this first one I'm using an 800 grit, a little bit more abrasive than what I normally use, which would be 1000 or 1200, but that's just because I haven't sharpened in a while. So first off, wet the knife just a little bit, and I'm constantly wetting the whetstone as well, and I have a bowl of water next to me here. Just push forward and sort of release the pressure and then bring it back. Push forward, release pressure, bring it back. And when I do it fast, it kind of looks more like this. So do that about 10 times. I don't know about how many that was, but that was about 10 times. And then we'll move down the knife. The only part that's sharpening is the part that your finger is touching. So at first, just the tip, and then we'll move down a little bit, and we'll just keep going, moving down the knife. All on one side for now. I guess it's important to also note that the angle of which I'm holding the knife is probably about 15 degrees. I'm going to hold that position. We'll sharpen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now move down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then I'll also work my way back up the knife as well. This sludge here, I'm not cleaning it off, keeping it on there. It's the whetstone and the metal combined together, and that's what does the sharpening. That's what's actually sharpening your knife, taking bits of metal off. So you want to keep that on there. If you clean it off, it's gonna take a lot longer for you to sharpen. Starting to feel that burr. I'll flip it over, do the same thing to the other side. And I'll probably do that 2 times on each side. There's still a burr, so to get rid of the burr, we're gonna just go one long strokes, the entire knife. Do that 10 times. And I'll turn it over, do the same thing 10 times. And now you might feel a little burr still. So this time I'm gonna go just one time, turn it over, one time, turn it over. That's it right there. Wash your knife, but we'll finish off with 3000. So this 3000 just gonna finish it off nicely, make sure it's perfectly sharp. And it's gonna be the same thing, but you don't have to do it as long on this one. Now, this knife is ready to go. Oh, there we go, this is my 32-inch halibut. I did have to stuff this guy in my cooler, so it got a little bent. Hey, I'll tell you what, first thing we're gonna do, pull out some cheeks. Top of the cheek, you just feel it out. Feel out where the muscle is and cut it around. Cut. And you pull it back and then scrape on it and just peel right off. Okay, now I'm going to cut the entire head off. And I'm using my deba for this because my deba is very strong knife that can get through bones. There we go, just like that. of the guts. There's actually a lot of roe in here, so hold on, let me try to carefully pull this out. Actually, this is like the most roe I've ever seen on a halibut. Halibut liver is also delicious. Now let's move on to filleting the halibut. First thing I'm going to do is score the tail as well. You know what, I usually scale it, but it's kind of a big halibut. I'm not going to bother with it right now. Ooh, sorry about that. Yeah, I should have scaled it. Should have scaled it.
I just want to take the skin off.
Yeah. Well, so I'm just gonna score all sides. Not only does it make the filleting easier because your knife would be able to get through all these scales easily, but also keeps everything clean. One stroke at a time. The reason why I like doing it this way instead of the gomae-oroshi, going from the center like most people do, is I think I can get a much cleaner fillet this way. Especially with this style knife I'm using a chef knife. If you use a fillet knife, more flexible knife, it may be easier doing it just the way everybody does it. Gotta get through the rib cage here. There you go. I don't know if there's many people that can do a better job than that. Dubbies.
He's like, wait, if I'm gonna be on camera, let me clean myself real quick. Ugh. No. I don't think there's a single cat that doesn't like fish besides him.
Yeah. Doesn't like fresh fish, yeah. I'm separating the engawa and the meat. This is the engawa, this is the fin muscle. One of my favorite parts of the halibut. Probably the part of the halibut has the best texture, and it's amazing just seared with the blowtorch. A little bit of soy sauce. Just quarter off that belly quarter. Okay, and then right in the center, bit of blood here, so let's just try to get rid of that. I'm just portioning these into nice edible sizes. Nice portions for a little meal. Filleting fish definitely brings me joy. I think it's like a bit therapeutic for me, just working that knife. I wanted to take a moment to mention our sponsor for today, and I think it's a serious one and it's very important, so hear me out. I found this company called Ethos, and it's about life insurance, and they help find the best life insurance plan for you. And let me tell you why I think it's important. It's one of those topics that people don't often talk about because it involves death, and it's uncomfortable talking about that stuff. But I've had life insurance since I've started this full-time YouTube journey back in 2019. And you might be wondering, Taku, why do you need life insurance? You're young, you're healthy, you know, you don't need life insurance. But instead of telling you, why don't I show you a little look back at some of our sketchiest moments on outdoor chef life. great white shark. Oh my God. And that's why I have life insurance. And even if you don't think you'll ever be in that kind of situation, death can happen to anyone at any moment. So it's best to be prepared so your loved ones don't get stuck with a huge bill. And death, like anything else in life, is expensive. So you don't want them to get stuck with a huge bill or a debt to pay once you're gone. And Ethos is here to help protect your loved ones. Ethos can help you find coverage in minutes. The whole process is online and it's easy to do. And in most cases, you'll get coverage same day. It's best to get life insurance sooner than later to lock in better rates. And it's actually not as expensive as you might think. So if you want to learn more about Ethos, or you want to get a free life insurance quote today, you can do so by clicking the link in the description. Like I said, I think this is an important one for everybody. Well, take action today. Make sure you have life insurance. Click the link in the description and Ethos will help you out with that. Thank you to Ethos for sponsoring this video. Now, let's cook this halibut. Let's start cooking. Actually, I'm going to take a little beer break. Oh yeah, this is good. 7.2%, but it tastes really light. Anyways, I'm gonna make a nut-crusted halibut with a little bit of squid salad. Chris was talking about squid salad on the boat, made me want some. So I'm gonna make my own version of it. First, I'm gonna start off with these beets. A little bit of water in there. Drizzle a little olive oil on top of it. Season with a little salt. Ooh. I'm gonna steam this in the smoker at 375. I got my squid. I just kept it in this Ziploc bag, still nice and fresh. I'm gonna chuck this entire thing just right on there without any prep, just out of the salt water. It's the easiest way to grill them, and I'll show you how to prep it afterward. Cashews for the nut crust. You can do any kind of nuts, but we had these on hand. Take one of these halibut pieces, and I'm just gonna go one side with the nut crust. Cornstarch, one side with the egg, and then press it firmly, nice and firm. Hopefully we got a nice crust on there. Into the smoker. I was just about a minute, just seared on here, flipped it over, pop it in. Heat should be done now as well. Now let that cool down. We're gonna blister the tomatoes with a torch. We're gonna take the feather out, we're gonna take the eyes off, and we're gonna take the beak out as well. And the rest you can eat. Give it a whole taste. Yum. halibut is all done. A little bit of olive oil, flaky sea salt, got a little bit of dill on there as well. And we'll finish it off with a little squeeze of lemon juice. Some asparagus, grilled radicchio, peanut crusted halibut. Should go that way or should go this way? That looks good. A little bit of microgreens on top. Microgreens and crushed nuts to finish it off. Alright guys, well here's the dinner. We have the squid salad and our peanut crusted halibut with grilled radicchio and asparagus. A little peanut sauce as well. Looks great. Peanut crusted halibut. A little smoked too. So there it goes. And the radicchio has like this really nice bitterness that goes really well with the peanuts. Really good.
You got better serving table right there.
Yeah. Yeah, put it on there. Oh yeah. That's good. Yeah, that's good.
You gotta get a nice
Cucumber.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, go get it.
Jocelyn doesn't want to be on camera because she's a little bit sick right now. Well, let's try out this squid salad. Very colorful, looks delicious. Tasty, salty squid. Great texture. The beets give it a nice sweetness. A little crunch with the cucumbers. Delicious. Alright guys, well that's gonna be it for this one. I'm gonna finish up this dinner, and what are we doing next? We'll find out soon. See you guys on the next one. Thanks for watching.